Wild child Kim has a magnetic attraction to Frank.
It was hot, it was steamy, it was fun, it was caring.
They both looked very, very nice and very happy.
He loved her, but things would change drastically.
These polar opposites eventually repel each other,
She loved those kids dearly, and it just set her over the edge.
Stay out of my life.
leading to unspeakable violence.
He was swearing like a sailor, and he actually threatened me.
Stop calling me.
I was angry, and I felt that I had every right to be angry.
Hey, let go of me!
I think he was obsessed with her.
I remember feeling that the world basically was over.
Love may be blind and marriage bliss, but divorce is murder. Many young people flock to the Sunshine State for a new beginning. Indiana native Kim Baldwin is no exception. By 1990, the 25-year-old has carved out a nice life for herself in Fort Myers, where she works as a medical assistant.
She was very pretty. She was outgoing, sociable. She liked to laugh and have a good time.
Kim would be there for anybody. She would help her friends out in the middle of the night.
But life hasn't always been so sunny for Kim. She had a tough childhood back in Indiana.
They drank a lot, and they would just leave Kim by herself. She would be wandering the neighborhood, and people would feed her and kind of look after her.
Eventually, Kim falls in with the wrong crowd.
She was living under a bridge with some other street kids, and she started to do alcohol and drugs.
There's not much promise for her at home, so at age 19, she sets off for Florida. And after about a year there, she takes an important step in cleaning up her life. She joins Alcoholics Anonymous. This is where she catches the eye of Frank Parker. Frank is a young, hard-working electrician from Maryland who also came to Florida seeking a new life for himself.
He had a smile that went from ear to ear that would just, when he smiled, his eyes twinkled.
Very energetic kind of guy, but private, but a good worker, very good worker.
Frank isn't in AA himself.
My father was taking his brother to an AA meeting, and from what I know of, and I've been told, that's where they first met.
Oh, hi. You're Tim's brother, aren't you?
Yeah. Hi,
Hi.
I'm Frank.
Kim.
Kim. Nice to meet you.
Frank just wasn't one of those to go out and go talk to somebody. He was more of an introvert.
The two hit it off right away, and Frank works up the nerve to ask her out.
Can I maybe buy you coffee or something?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like that.
All right, cool.
There's something you should know.
Kim comes as a package deal. She has 2 kids, a 1-year-old named Mitch and 7-year-old Terry. Unfortunately, she hasn't seen Terry for a while. Kim got pregnant at age 16, back when she was still running wild. She knew she was too young and too messed up to raise a child properly, so she gave Terry to the father's family to bring up before leaving for Florida.
So we had custody of Terry from the time he was about 2.5 years old.
Once in Florida, Kim meets another man who leaves her soon after she has another baby.
The father of her second son was gone. She was on her own.
When she gets sober, the single mom still hopes for love.
Kim was looking for somebody, but it would have to be somebody that's going to accept her child.
Children are just fine with Frank. He loves kids and doesn't care about her past.
He adored kids, he loved kids. Frank always wanted to be a father.
They would laugh and have a good time with the kids. And I don't know, they were just happy together. They were happy.
Wanna go again?
At first, they seem like an unlikely pair, the shy loner and the extrovert. But Kim has a way of getting Frank to open up.
Kim brought people out of their shell. She would ask them stuff about themselves. She would listen to people.
And this is how Kim discovers they have much in common, including a troubled childhood.
Frank grew up with 3 other brothers and 2 sisters. It was a tumultuous relationship at his home. My understanding is his father was an alcoholic.
You know, I never told anyone this before, but I didn't have it easy when I was a kid either.
Well, hey, the good ones always survive.
I guess you're proof of that.
Their bond grows deeper. Against all odds, they seem like the perfect fit. Life is good.
The relationship progressed fairly quickly.
Less than a year after they start dating, Frank injures himself at work and needs some help. Kim immediately takes charge of the situation.
Here's your iced tea.
She insists he move in with her so that she can take care of him. To Frank and Kim, the next move is obvious.
It was a small wedding, but it was nice. She had a little white dress, and she had flowers in her hair, and they both looked very happy. She just loved Frank so much. He was so great. He was good to Kim's son, and they were just a family, and they got along beautifully.
Psychotherapist Stacy Kaiser and forensic psychologist Brian Russell see a strong couple, but one with potential problems.
Kim and Frank have a lot going for them at this point. They both have a shared history of struggle, and so they're looking for some stability. And Frank is having some medical issues, and how perfect Kim is in the helping profession.
Kim seems to have sort of thrived on instability in her life. Frank seems to have been quite stable, and we often see people who have thrived on instability be attracted initially to more stable people, but then for that attraction to wane fairly quickly as they become bored with the more stable person.
Frank is an introvert. Kim is an extrovert. And even though that can be really great because they can pull each other into more of a balance, it can also be polarizing. It can make them have conflict. It's always challenging when you are bringing children from another relationship into a new relationship. However, Frank seems like the perfect guy to fill those shoes. Frank wants to be a father. He seems to be willing to take Kim's son and treat him as his own. And so that could be a great situation for both him and Kim and her son.
2 years after tying the knot, Kim and Frank have their first child together, Graham.
He was a very kind and caring father.
I had always seen Frank as not only a father, but a daddy, and there's a big difference between the two. He would change their diaper and everything. He was a hands-on daddy. He took care of those children.
Frank is determined to be the best dad he can be. The problem is, Kim doesn't agree with his methods of child rearing.
It's fine, trust me. Come on, let's go back to bed, okay?
Kim knew everything. She knew it all with children, but she would most certainly think that she knew more than Frank did when it came to raising children.
Kim insists she has more experience at being a parent.
Okay, you actually have to put some food inside the baby's mouth.
I mean, it's happening.
Okay, you know what? Let me do it. You do the dishes.
For the first few months of Graham's life, Frank gives in to Kim.
And after you do the dishes, can you go to the bank and make a withdrawal and then pick up some groceries?
I would say she had a dominant personality. She did like to be in control of things.
He would do what she wants, and that would be it. He would just do it rather than cause more problems.
But doing things Kim's way isn't limited to just diapers and dishes.
The kids, finances, cleaning the house. She just wanted everything her way. It was beginning to be a problem.
A problem that will spiral dangerously out of control.
And I'll put up with you being a control freak.
It's horrible. He did not want to leave his children.
That's when things really started going haywire.
3 years after they meet, Frank and Kim Parker have a growing family and growing friction over how to care for their son, Graham.
Frank! Don't get all worked up.
We're just playing.
Well, it's nap time.
It's not nap time.
I said it's nap time.
What Frank once saw as assertiveness in Kim, he now sees as controlling.
Whatever you say, boss.
What's that supposed to mean?
Like you don't know.
Look, just because you can't do anything without being reminded 1,000 times.
Okay.
Just bickering type of thing of, you don't know what you're doing. That just would happen all the time, but that was Kim.
Soon, arguments are a daily occurrence in the Parker home.
Her patience would run out really quick.
So what do you want to do tonight? We can get a sitter.
I'm tired.
The perfect fit is faltering.
You're always tired.
Kim and Frank were different probably because he worked hard, he worked long hours, and she was not that type of person. She wanted to go and do things.
After months of frustration, Kim and Frank finally agree on something.
This isn't working. I think we need a change.
You can say that again.
How about we move back to Indiana?
What?
I've heard of a job there in a mill there, and it's a really good job. It pays really well. You could stay home, take care of the kids.
I could see Terry more often.
Yeah, of course you could. Come on, I know we can do this. We can do it.
Okay.
A fresh start to help them fall in love all over again. Kim quits her job and goes back to her home state with Frank.
Valparaiso is a really nice place. There's practically no crime. All the neighbors take care of each other. It's just very, very family-oriented.
The steel mills are a pretty popular place of employment. I know that the pay is good, the benefits are good, and I know that a lot of people are making a decent living working in the steel mills.
The new high-paying job at the mill and low cost of living means the young family can have a much better standard of living. And there's an added bonus to moving back to Indiana. Kim is reunited with Terry. The boy is settled into life with his grandmother, but regular visits are finally possible.
Here you go. Careful about the mess. It's a new carpet.
They're moving back here, and having all the kids together would have just been an added benefit. Frank was really excited. Terry was so much older than all the other kids, and they got along real good.
You're playing guitar? I'll teach you sometime, yeah?
I'm sure that Kim thought that that would be nice if they could all be together, do things together.
Definitely felt a more unified sense, like we definitely felt like a family more.
Frank settles into his new job and new life.
He loved his kids, definitely. I got that sense every minute. He talked about his kids.
And Kim shines as a stay-at-home mom.
No, not until you've taken a shower.
Yeah, I know the rules. Unless you want a shower too.
No. Shower now. Oh.
She was a very good housekeeper, very meticulous in keeping her home clean.
Shortly after settling in, Kim gives birth to their daughter, Jenny.
They wanted a girl, and they were both just thrilled.
I'm worried that Frank and Kim are making some mistakes here. First of all, they relocate thinking that it's going to give them this fresh start, and yet moving in and of itself is challenging. Finding new employment in and of itself is challenging. Then they bring a new child into the picture, and so it seems to me like Frank and Kim are sort of adding and compounding stressor onto stressor onto stressor right now.
A fresh start can invigorate and excite a relationship, which is good. However, these two have moved, but they have brought themselves with them. And because they haven't changed, those problems will begin to surface again. In a relationship, there are unspoken rules based on what has happened in the past. And because Frank has been passive in the past and let Kim be in control, she is expecting that she will get to stay in control.
Months after moving to Indiana, the change of scenery seems to be just what the doctor ordered.
They looked just like a normal family to me. I just thought, oh, this is working out. They're happy.
But this second honeymoon doesn't last.
They were trying to get things together and work at building a future together, and then unfortunately, things had not worked out as planned.
Now that Kim has the perfect house, she's determined to keep it that way.
Oh, whoa, babe, come on your boots. I just washed the floor.
Excuse me.
She just wanted things organized a certain way. She liked the home well kept and clean.
She would get very upset or angry about very minuscule things.
You know what? And keep them outside. They're all dirty.
All right.
The same issues they had in Florida make an ugly return.
She would just get to a point where she got bored. She wanted something different. She wanted to do something different, be with different people.
Want to go out? We can get a sitter, see a movie.
I mean, you know how hard my job is? No, I want to spend time with the kids.
But we haven't done anything in ages.
Kim had felt that she was being held down. It was getting very volatile really quick.
You're a slob, a lazy slob. All you ever want to do is play guitar.
So deal with it! Not put up with you being a control freak! Oh.
Frank and Kim's fighting when the kids were in the home was not good.
And that's when things really started going haywire.
So sick of this crap!
They would have arguments that would rise to the point of yelling, screaming, never to the point of anything physical.
I was upset, and he just took me out and sat me in his lap in the driver's seat. I remember him sitting me in his lap and just letting me hold the steering wheel.
Even with all the fighting,
Kim?
Frank wants to make the marriage work.
Frank was the kind of person that wanted to stick it out no matter what. He thought he could change somebody, and he really thought it would work.
Let's talk about this.
But Kim has other plans.
Kim.
And they don't include Frank.
You could just see he was in anguish.
I think he was obsessed with her. He was stalking us.
After 5 years together, the differences between Frank and Kim Parker are tearing them apart.
Babe, check these guys out. Don't they look awesome? Take a picture of us. What's going on? What's wrong?
I met with a lawyer today.
What? What for?
I filed for divorce.
Frank wanted a family. He wanted the mother and the father and the children to be happy. And I'm sure that really bothered him that that wasn't going to happen.
Kids, can you go wait for me outside?
He wanted those kids to have two parents. And no matter how hard it got, Frank wanted to keep trying.
I don't get it. Just like that? Can we try to work something out?
It's too late, Frank. It's over.
Frank agrees to move out and covers all of Kim's and the children's living expenses until the divorce is settled.
It's horrible. Yeah, he did not want to leave his children.
I think it's arguable that the divorce and separation will be harder on Frank because, in a sense, he's lost more. Frank was always a guy who was sort of more introverted. His world probably was more comprised of his wife and children, where now he's losing his wife, he's losing a lot of time with the children, where Kim has always seemed to be more extroverted, more social. She probably has an easier time building a social support system outside of her primary relationship. She's also got the kids with her more of the time.
Kim and Frank weren't on the same page when they were together, and they're certainly not going to be on the same page while they're apart. And so part of what we're going to start to see is that power struggle of who is going to win and who's going to get their way.
And yet they still have to co-parent 2 kids together. That is going to be a big challenge.
The divorce is tough on both Frank and Kim. But Kim finds solace by talking out her problems with other divorcees.
Kim was in a support group that was through her church. She met other women there. She also met her friend Donna there.
Kim and Donna grow especially close.
They would go shopping together. They would do a lot of things, sit and chit-chat about everyday life that you would do with your best friend.
Donna eventually introduces Kim to Paul Thompson.
Paul Thompson was Donna's boyfriend, and he hung around Donna. He was sort of the mascot for the women's support group. He would, move refrigerators. He would do literally some of the heavy lifting for some of these women who no longer had a husband or a boyfriend in their life.
While Kim is surrounded by love and support, Frank is all alone, and he's not happy about it. Kim now has primary custody of their kids, Graham and Jenny, and Frank has limited visitation.
His self-esteem was about as low as it could possibly be.
The only joy Frank has left are his visits with the kids.
They were his life. And if those children were not around, he seemed kind of down in the dumps. But once those children were around, he had this spark in his eye like his life had just begun.
Mom! Wanna go get her?
Frank accuses Kim of cutting his visits short.
Hello.
Hey, you're an hour early.
Well, I have things to do. Haven't these kids had a bath yet?
You're early. I haven't had time.
Okay. Come on, guys.
Frank longs for more time with them, but Kim doesn't feel he's a good role model.
He's such a slob. I don't want him anywhere near my kids. Like every time I come over, the place is such a disaster.
Kimberly was alleging that Frank had a dirty house, that there were some hygiene issues, that the kids were dirty. Kimberly did not want Frank Parker to have any involvement in the lives of their children.
But Frank isn't going to give up his children without a fight. He wants equal time with his kids.
Frank wanted his children. He wanted his children to know that they had a dad that loved them and that he wanted to be involved in their lives.
Because they're my kids, too. I mean, she's lying.
Frank lawyers up.
I don't care how much it costs. I'll find the money.
And it costs him every cent he has.
He sacrificed. You could tell the man was sacrificing so he could get through this. A lot of times he didn't eat. You'd never seen him with ever new clothes or anything like that.
Frank and Kim were getting along terribly during the custody battle.
Yeah, why the hell can't you be here on time?
Be happy I let you see my kids at all.
Yeah, why are you doing this to me? To them?
And it was just horrible, the way they fought and fought and fought.
After 3 years of difficult negotiations, the divorce is finalized. Kim retains custody of the kids, and Frank still gets regular visits. It's not what either side wants.
Obviously, he was angry. He was also dishing out for attorneys and outrageous attorney fees because he had always had to have an attorney. And so he always felt that it was unfair, and he was angry.
To make matters worse, Kim never brings the kids on time.
Frank would say, I only have so much time with my children, and I want to enjoy every time I can with them. And every time she comes here, they're later and later and later.
Frank decides enough is enough. He goes to Kim's house to confront her.
What the hell's going on?
He was swearing at her and saying that she should have been there on time.
I'm just running a little late.
Yeah, you know what? I'm so sick of your crap.
He immediately grabbed a hold of her arm.
Hey, let go of me!
And I stepped outside the door.
Don't you touch her. Leave her alone.
It's at this point that Frank meets Kim's new boyfriend, Dean, a supervisor at a local manufacturing plant.
Oh, he probably would not have been real happy to know that his 5-year-old daughter and 8-year-old son were with a man that Frank didn't know.
He seemed to be angry with her because she didn't want any part of him anymore.
Frank decides to find out more about Dean and Kim any way he can.
One time he actually entered my gated residence when I was out with Kim. He had to be following us that evening. We had just gotten out of my vehicle and we were going to be heading into the house when he flew up into my driveway. He was out of control.
Where the hell are the kids?
They're with the sitter.
No, you should be in the home with the kids, not catting around with this moron.
Oh, yeah? Say it to my face.
Yeah? Oh, you want to come here so I can kick your ass?
You think you can?
And he actually threatened me that if I continued to see Kim, that he would...
Kill you! I'll kill you both!
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. You better watch it. I'll get you next time.
Frank leaves them alone, but only temporarily.
At that point is when I obtained a weapon.
We don't have murders here very often. I mean, murder is a big deal.
After Frank Parker discovers his ex-wife, Kim, has a new boyfriend, Dean, he follows them home and threatens them. Kim always thought Frank was moody. Now she's convinced he's dangerous, something she tells everyone who will listen.
I'm terrified. Like, if Dean hadn't been there, I think he might have tried to kill me. Now, he's a monster. I swear to you, I do not feel safe with my kids with him. He's an absolute monster.
Frank, on the other hand, is finally ready to move on. After the incident with Dean, Frank meets Kathy Whitmer. They bond over the fact that she is also recently divorced from her ex-husband, Steve. But her experience wasn't nearly as bad.
When I first met Frank, he was going through a hard time. My relationship with Frank progressed very quickly. It just clicked. We literally fed off each other, essentially. It was hot, it was steamy, it was fun, it was caring.
You could just see he was gaining his self-esteem. He was feeling better about himself. When I found out he had a girlfriend, I was like, all right, you know, finally.
Strangely, with the tables turned, Kim isn't happy. Not at all.
She was jealous of Frank being with Kathy had destroyed her. She was going to get even.
Kim's so jealous that she takes things into her own hands.
Kim would pull a lot of stunts.
Kim would start calling her at work, harassing her.
Kathy, now you listen to me, okay? Watch it, bitch. Frank isn't what he seems.
Listen to me. Save your breath. Stop calling me.
Kim doesn't stop there. She calls Kathy's boss directly and starts telling stories about her.
Hi, I'd like to talk to the head nurse, please.
They were calling me to the office saying that she had been calling and reporting all kinds of things about me, just trying to get me in trouble.
Kathy loses her job and blames Kim.
I'd worked at that job for anywhere between 8 and 10 years. I was angry, and I felt that I had every right to be angry.
Kim's harassment of Kathy doesn't stop with menacing phone calls.
Kim had gone over to my ex-husband Steve's house to try to break us up.
No, Steve.
Steve would call me all upset because now he's worried about his own children.
Look, I don't care. Just keep him away from my kids.
Steve, it's Kim. She's just making things up.
What? What's wrong?
It's Kim. She contacted my ex and told him that you shouldn't be with the kids.
What?
God, calm down. Frank!
Come on, go in the car. Let's go. You know, because of you, she lost her job. You stay out of my life.
Then, Kim expresses even graver concerns.
Frank got a call from the attorney, his attorney, and said that you cannot go pick up your children because Kim has accused you of molesting your old daughter.
Yeah?
She was relating to the women in her support group, as well as the courts, that she believed that Frank was abusing their children.
I'm afraid to leave him alone with the kids. He's been touching them.
I could not believe it. I thought this can't be the Frank Parker I know. Oh my gosh.
Frank is denied all visitation rights while the investigation takes place.
An evaluator was appointed, and that evaluator was able to go through each of Kim and Frank's lives with a fine-tooth comb.
It was crushing. It tore him up.
Months go by.
You could just see he was in anguish. You could see the stress he was under. You could see it.
In the end, Frank is cleared. Kim's allegations are deemed to be totally false.
There was never any evidence of any molesting.
If she could convince people that Frank was harming their children, then she could get what she wanted, which would have been full custody.
It was just another ploy to try to win custody of these children.
Come on. Let's go.
For years, Kim has gotten her way, but things are about to change.
At that point, the custody evaluator had seen Kim's behavior, had heard about Kim's allegations, and by September of 2001, the custody evaluator had decided that Kim was not in a position to be the custodial parent of those two kids.
The judge is so outraged by her false allegations and her other behavior that she loses custody of her children.
She had gone from a situation where Frank was paying her a couple $100s a week as child support to now having no child support from Frank, and in fact, Kim owing him support.
Oh, hi, Terry. Well, you know. Well, yeah, I don't get it. I mean, how could they do that? Now, how could they take those kids away from their mother?
Kim's life was ruined once Frank got custody of those children. Her life, as far as she's concerned, was over.
I swear to God, Terry, this is not the way it's supposed to be working out at all. I hate him. I hate him.
Kim is devastated and angry.
Kim had decided that the system was wronging her. She deserved to have custody of those kids.
All right.
Frank finally has what he wants.
Here we go.
He was elated. He had fought so hard for his children, and he finally said, I finally won.
Kim is allowed to visit with the kids, but only for 3 hours a week, under strict supervision, at a community-run center known as Family House.
Those kids were her life. She loved those kids dearly, and it just set her over the edge.
Kim escalated this custody battle to levels that are above and beyond what is appropriate or acceptable, and had absolutely no regard for her children, which is part of why I believe she ended up not having custody of them, because the courts determined that she wasn't looking out for their safety whatsoever.
Kim goes completely scorched earth on Frank in their custody dispute when she does the most despicable thing that a custody litigant can do, which is to accuse the other litigant falsely of having abused their child. I think that's about the most hurtful, despicable allegation that could be made against any parent. And so it's deeply concerning, not only about the abusive effect on the kids, but also about the effect on Frank's psychological status to me.
I am worried about Frank and his state of mind at this point. Even though he has gotten the kids and he feels like he's won, he may want to retaliate.
It's a gray winter day when Frank drops off his kids for their weekly supervised visit with Kim.
Fine. Why are you late again?
I have things to do.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, God.
Goodbye, kids. All right? You be nice to your mom, okay?
Hey, what you doing? That looks fun.
Hours pass.
I remember me and my sister asking where my father was, and then time got later and later, and then next thing you know, it was dark out.
The visitation period was only supposed to be approximately 2 hours, and ultimately Frank didn't show up to pick up the kids.
Family house staff call Kathy, Frank's emergency contact.
It was family house, and they had said that Frank had not shown up for his children. And I said, are you sure? Because Frank was never late, and Frank lived for those children. I said, something is not right. And I started frantically calling. I'd call and hang up, call and hang up. And I do not know how many times I kept trying to call him saying, you know, you're worrying me, what's going on? You haven't picked up the kids. And I packed my kids into the car, and I went over to his house. And so I went to turn the handle, and the handle turned. So I opened up the door, and I remember thinking, something is not right. There was Frank, and he was laying on his stomach. I went by him just really slow, looking at him, and I'm seeing blood and brain matter embedded in the walls. And I'm trying to figure out what the heck happened.
Indiana State Police emergency. Yes, I need to go home with Operation Police Department, please. Okay, what's the matter? My boyfriend. I opened up and he was dead on the floor. Okay. How old is he?
Police rush to the scene.
He was laying face down on the living room floor. There was a gunshot wound to his head. I also observed what appeared to be several puncture wounds, in his back, and also a brick just off to the side of his head.
Frank Parker has been brutally murdered.
I remember just feeling that the world basically was over.
The police officer said, you know who could have done this? And I said, absolutely. It was probably Kim.
But police quickly determine it couldn't have been her.
This is Kim Baldwin.
Yeah, hi.
I'm sorry to report that Frank Parker, your ex-husband, was found murdered earlier today in his house.
Oh my God. I don't understand. No. What do you mean he's dead?
Kim Baldwin had an alibi. She was at the family house visiting her 2 children when the murder took place.
If Kim didn't carry out this horrific act of violence, who did? Police explore all the other possibilities, and it turns out there are quite a few.
You killed Frank Parker.
They kept telling him over and over and over, you did this, we know you did it.
The police were interested in to see just how much animosity there was between Frank and Kathy's ex-husband.
After a nasty divorce, Frank Parker has been brutally murdered. His ex-wife Kim has motive, but also an airtight alibi.
It was just a process of elimination from the beginning, and just eliminating people as possible suspects.
There are at least 3 people who have had conflicts with Frank. Steve, the ex-husband of Frank's girlfriend, Kathy.
That was one lead that the police were interested in following up on to see just how much animosity there was between Frank and Kathy's ex-husband.
Steve was at work all day and is never considered a serious suspect. Then there's Kim's boyfriend, Dean, who did have a serious run-in with Frank.
I'll kill you both! Get the hell out of here!
I think I was considered a person of interest was because I dated Kim for 4.5 years. And I think that had maybe a play in it.
Like Steve, Dean has an alibi and no motive. He and Kim broke up about a year before Frank's murder. Then there's Terry, Kim's firstborn son, who's hauled into the station and questioned for hours.
Terry was told by Kim that Frank was a bad person and abusive and all these types of things, and I think he supported his mother.
Let's start over. You killed Frank Parker.
I didn't kill him.
But Terry didn't have anything to do with it. His alibi eventually checks out. Police let him go. Just 2 days into the investigation, police have hit a brick wall. And then they get an unexpected visit.
A friend of Kim Baldwin volunteered to come in and share information.
It's Donna, Kim's friend from the divorce support group. She witnessed a shocking conversation between Kim Baldwin and an entirely new suspect in the case.
Want to get a smoke?
And that's when the first name of Finley Paul Thompson came up.
Curious to know what Kim and her boyfriend are talking about, Donna follows them and listens in on their conversation.
Do you know anyone who would, you know?
You can't just trust anyone with something like this.
Yeah. What about you? Could you kill him?
Donna was, I think at the time, maybe thinking, you know what, it's all talk. You know, it's not, she's really not going to do this. I mean, it's too far-fetched, it's too drastic. But then when, you know, Frank turns up dead, you know, that whole thing changed for her.
Police bring Paul Thompson in for questioning.
He confessed to the entire incident.
She took me there because she wanted me to get the thorn out of her side.
Paul Thompson tells police exactly how he did it. But the question remains, why? Why would he murder the ex-husband of a friend he knew only peripherally?
I'm afraid to leave him alone with the kids.
Kim was telling him that Frank was molesting the two children.
That really made Paul angry because Paul indicated that he had been a victim of abuse as a child.
I'll pay you. I'll pay you.
She was going to pay Paul Thompson $10,000 to kill Frank.
By having Frank killed, Kim was going to be able to get her children back.
Why are you late again?
I have things to do.
Yeah, sure.
On the day of her supervised visit, Kim puts her plan into motion.
She knew Frank wouldn't be there. She also knew that Frank didn't lock his back door.
Get down on the ground! All right. Face down! Okay. All right.
And that's when Thompson fired the shot and shot Frank in the head.
But Paul doesn't think the shot was enough to kill him.
He said that Frank was making some noises. So he found a screwdriver. And stabbed Frank 6 times in the back. He then went out the back door and he grabbed one of the bricks and threw the brick at Frank's head.
The whole time, Kim is with her kids, surrounded by witnesses.
She found the perfect person to actually carry through with the horrible plot that she had for her ex-husband.
He's been touching them. Who knows what else he might do?
She was very manipulative and just pretty cold-hearted individual.
She would stop at nothing to pretty much get what she wanted.
Kim is a sociopath because she doesn't care about anybody else.
I called Kim Picasso because she was so twisted and distorted. You never quite knew what she was gonna do.
It ultimately looks like Kim wanted to win more than anything else. And after trying a bunch of different attempts to take Frank down and failing at all of them, she decided that there would really be only one way to truly take him down, and that would be to have him killed.
When Kim falsely accused Frank of abusing their child, we saw that Kim's selfishness and impulsivity really had very few limits. And so in that light, it's not that surprising that when she didn't succeed at getting Frank sort of extricated from her life once and for all, that she would then escalate to the next level.
People with personality disorders have a history of unstable relationships. They tend to be impulsive. They tend to lack remorse or empathy. And I believe that that represents Kim. And so she was able to justify this behavior because she didn't have any emotional feelings about it, and it served her selfish desires.
5 months later, Paul Thompson pleads guilty to murder and is eventually sentenced to 85 years in prison. Kim is also found guilty of murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and aiding in murder. She too is sentenced to 85 years. However, Kim maintains her innocence. Frank and Kim's kids go to live with different family members, but still they long for their father.
Frank loved his children. Frank lived for his children, and eventually he ultimately died for his children.
I want my father to be remembered as, you know, a caring, loving father. I can remember just spending that time with him, and it didn't seem like anything else mattered.
A cowboy and a country girl find southern comfort in each other's arms.
You didn't say one without the other.
I just never imagined them not being together.
That's it.
But their ride off into the sunset will take a dangerous detour.
I suspect that they were more than friends.
I noticed that he was spending a lot more time over there.
And only one will survive the journey.
Matt wanted to go to John's house and basically beat him up.
I said, son, you have made the biggest mistake you've ever made in your life.
It was completely unfathomable.
Love may be blind and marriage bliss, but divorce is murder. "16-year-old Matt Allen has just started a part-time job at the local burger joint. He's been homeschooled for the past 2 years, and this is his first job.
Matt was a little sociably awkward. He was shy. He didn't like a lot of attention.
But Matt doesn't seem to mind getting attention from Elsie Wells, his supervisor.
They look vicious, but they don't bite. Easy to tame, too. Watch this.
She's 17 years old, and he develops a huge crush.
Hey! Take it easy. How are those hot dogs? The last kids that were bad turned into hot dogs.
One of the things that Matt liked so much about Elsie that appealed to him so much was that she was a little bit older than he was, and he used to laugh and say, she won't have anything to do with me, she's the boss.
Hey, Mom.
New friend?
Something like that.
Matt's drawn as much to Elsie's big personality as he is to her looks.
She's a cutie. She was cute. She had pretty shiny hair. She was a pretty girl.
Hey, Matt. Thanks for the invite.
I didn't,
Elsie was the type that could show up at a stranger's party, make herself welcome, and fit right in with the crowd.
Elsie likes what she sees in Matt, too.
It is 4 a.m. and I'm not even tired. You have quite the effect on me, Elsie Wells. And I think I like it.
Matt was one of those people, you know, it was hard not to like Matt. You know, he was very likable. He had gorgeous blue eyes. He was always smiling, had dark black hair. He was just one of those guys that he was very friendly and approachable.
Within weeks of meeting, Matt and Elsie are officially dating.
She was Matt's dream girl. She wore a cowgirl hat. She wore the Wrangler jeans. Matt had, he was a country boy, cowboy hat, and their personalities intertwined with each other. And they was a match made in heaven.
He just seemed like he was absolutely just infatuated with her, and she seemed equally smitten.
Elsie soon becomes part of Matt's family.
That was amazing, Mrs. Allen.
She got along really well with me and my husband, Rob.
Let me help you clear up.
Oh, no, that's fine, Elsie. I'll do it. My goodness, your mother's lucky to have you.
Yeah.
But she's tight-lipped about her own.
I don't think Elsie and her mother had a very close relationship. That's just the impression that I got.
There was a lot of alcoholism in Elsie's family.
Hey, give me a drink.
They drank often to excess.
I said, give me a drink now.
Her home life it was like a don't ask, don't tell. But you could kind of tell that there was some problems or something that just wasn't right.
Yeah, cut it out. You give the poor girl a heart attack.
Yes, they would run through the house and play, just like two children.
Surrender!
He loved to aggravate her, pick at her, in a playful kind of way, yes.
Always.
We accepted her with open arms, and she just fit right in.
After graduating high school, Elsie lands a job as an optometrist assistant, while Matt follows in his father's footsteps.
His daddy had taught him to weld at home, and Matt loved to weld.
And a few weeks later, they're celebrating again. This time, it's their engagement.
Married? Ma, I'm almost 20. I love her. No, you're too young.
It was not that I didn't want them to get married. It's just that I wanted them to wait a while. She was his first real girlfriend.
Ma, please, come on. Oh, come here.
They wanted to spend the rest of their life together, and they wanted to get a jump start on it.
Elsie and Matt are married at a local church 3 years after meeting. He's 19 and she's 20.
It was a pretty wedding. Matt wanted her to have a bouquet of red roses. They had to be real. They could not be silk. He also had a red rose as a boutonniere. She had a beautiful ring. He picked a beautiful ring out for her.
They were ecstatic. Matt was absolutely over the moon. I'd never seen him smile that big until that day.
Phyllis and her husband Rob give the cash-strapped newlyweds a mobile home as a wedding gift, and they move on to the Allen property.
I was happy to do that because I knew that my son would not be moving very far from home.
Then, just 8 months later, more good news.
Mom, Dad, we're having a baby.
Oh, that's great, you two.
He loved the idea of becoming a father.
Can you believe it? I can't believe it.
Baby Daniel is born in January 2000.
They were very happy, as we all were. So he was thrilled to have his son.
He just became a great big softie, and he absolutely loved that baby.
Oh, it's so hard to leave you guys.
With a family to support, Matt starts working long hours, often out of town.
He went to work in a welding shop.
Go get him, Tiger.
Yes, ma'am.
And he was gone from home. It could be up to 2 days at a time that he would be gone. Elsie did not mind for Matt to be gone because she knew the money was good. And she knew they needed it.
It should be the happiest time of the couple's lives. but something's not right.
After Daniel was born, I could begin to see a difference in her.
She was just a lot more moody. It was like the smallest thing, just kind of, it got on her nerves.
Months go by, and Elsie still hasn't bounced back, nor has she lost her pregnancy weight.
I believe after Daniel was born that Elsie did have some depression.
Psychotherapist Stacy Kaiser and forensic psychologist Brian Russell think there's a good reason for Elsie's depression.
I'm not surprised at all that Elsie had a bit of an emotional breakdown. Things moved very quickly with this couple. They went from being these young teenagers in love to getting married and having a child in a very short period of time. That puts a lot of stress on a relationship and subsequently the people in it.
There's a chance that Elsie was even suffering from some postpartum depression. Elsie had a relatively unstable childhood, and I think that the way in which we're parented does affect the way in which we then later go on to parent. And you add on top of that, for a woman, some of the biochemical things that happen in connection with pregnancy and childbirth. And you can imagine that this was an emotional roller coaster time for Elsie in particular.
After a few months of depression, Elsie snaps out of her funk. She starts working out, buys herself a new wardrobe, and even gets a new job.
She changed her personal appearance drastically.
Almost overnight. Like, it was just instantaneous.
I'm feeling lucky today. I'm gonna catch one that big.
Oh, yeah? Well, man, it can be this big.
I don't think so.
You could hurt someone with something that big, John.
Matt's not the only one happy to have the old Elsie back. His longtime friend John also seems to take a shine to her.
They were really close, good friends. They would go fishing together, hunting, that type of thing. Just really close friends. I noticed that he was spending a lot more time over there when Matt wasn't there.
Elsie would just say, well, John dropped by just to check on us. And it got to where we could see his truck there quite often.
Behind closed trailer doors, the honeymoon is waning.
Hey, baby, did you miss me?
Oh, Matt, you're filthy. Get off of me.
Hey, nice welcome.
What do you want, Matt? You're never here, and when you do come home, it's all about you.
I was working.
Things don't get better.
Elsie! Hey, talk to me. What are you doing?
I don't want to do this anymore.
Hey, Elsie! Where are you going? Hey!
2.5 years after Daniel is born, Elsie leaves Matt, taking the toddler with her.
I was devastated because I had treated Elsie like she was my own daughter.
It hurt him. It hurt him bad.
He was absolutely devastated. I mean, it was like his whole world just crashed down around him.
Elsie rents a small trailer about 4 miles away and moves in with Daniel.
Elsie never gave Matt a reason that I know of or that he would tell me.
And when Matt does learn that reason,
Elsie, what are you talking about?
the consequences are devastating.
I have to tell you something.
The relationship had kind of just self-destructed.
I still to this day don't know what was going through his head.
Elsie Allen walks away from her high school sweetheart and the father of her baby after 3 years. Her husband Matt can't understand why.
Matt was defensive about Elsie. He didn't want to believe nothing negative about her because he loved her so much.
People had been telling him, oh, well, why is John over at your house when you're not at home so much?
The reason soon becomes glaringly obvious.
A few days after Elsie left Matt, I had heard she had a trailer, so I went by to find out where the trailer was so we would at least know where her and the baby was at, because we were worried about them. So then, it just hit me in the stomach of what actually had happened, that she had actually left Matt to pursue a relationship with John.
His wife and his best friend, I mean, that would devastate anyone. It hurts, and it hurt him.
He was very depressed and withdrawn, and it was hard seeing him like that.
Matt is a passive guy. From the beginning of this relationship, Elsie initiated the whole thing. And so it doesn't surprise me at all that when she decides to leave him, he is passive and he doesn't fight to get her back.
One of the dangers when people get married and start a family as young as Matt and Elsie did is that they're not equipped yet to be able to recognize and articulate when there are problems. And this is why that lack of maturity of communication skills is so dangerous.
Sometimes when people are in relationships that they hope will work, they know what's going on, but they don't want to look at it. And they just sit there and hope that it will get better and it will go away as long as they behave and follow the straight and narrow. Matt thought if he just waited it out and did what he thought was right, that Elsie would come around and be the woman that he fell in love with.
In true Southern style, the Allen family huddles around Matt after Elsie leaves him.
Matt, look, I brought Mikey to see you.
Matt, how's it going?
Look, why don't you sit down? I'll make you guys a cup of coffee.
He wouldn't talk, and that's how you would know that he was mad about something. When he got quiet, he was upset about something.
Matt, you're better off without her. Snap out of it. Hey. Come on!
I told Matt that that's the best thing that it could ever happen to him, that leave his trash on the side of the road for somebody else to have.
Elsie files for divorce, and Matt seems to accept it. Slowly.
You know, to let go of the love of his life, his childhood sweetheart, and he took some time to deal with it and to process it.
He didn't go over there and confront them or anything like that, you know. He said, well, if that's what she wants to do, then, you know, she go ahead, just go ahead.
The new exes settle into a typical separated with kids arrangement.
Elsie?
She has primary custody, and Matt has visitation.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Matt was to get Daniel every other weekend, and I think a week through the summer.
That for me? Ah, that's a nice dinosaur.
Except it's not exactly a clean break. Whenever Elsie and John have a fight, it's Matt she goes running to.
She played the pity party with Matt. She would have some elaborate story on something that John had did to her. He was constantly holding out hope that him and Elsie would rekindle their relationship.
Hi, Matt.
Hey, what's up?
I have to tell you something.
Okay.
John and I are having a baby.
Then, 3 months after Elsie leaves Matt, she tells him that she's pregnant with John's child.
We'll talk later, okay?
The math means that she was pregnant before she left.
It was more or less heartbreak. That kind of solidified the end of it.
In April 2003, Elsie gives birth to a daughter, Sarah, and 3 months later, marries John. Almost immediately, she starts to cancel weekend visits between Matt and Daniel.
Hello.
She didn't want him to have anything to do with Daniel.
Elsie, well, okay, calm down. What's going on?
And Matt didn't really know how to deal with that.
Elsie, what are you talking about?
Matt doesn't fight her for custody and slowly loses touch with his son.
Even though Matt missed his son, he just didn't have the money to do it. And the lawyer discouraged it. He said, I think that it would be a no-win situation, and you would have spent a lot of money and time, you know, for nothing.
I told Matt to cut Elsie loose and to quit having anything to do with her. All she was going to do is hurt him.
Matt takes Mike's advice and eventually starts dating again.
Yeah, man, I don't know about this. Come on, cuz. Go for her.
You know what? I'm already there, baby.
Matt was a good-looking guy, and he had a good personality about him, and that just automatically, you know, made him a magnet to the females around our area.
Hey, how you doing?
Excuse me.
He could have had any woman that he wanted, and he did have several girlfriends, none very seriously, though, until he met Tiffany.
Hi. I'm Matt. Matt Allen, nice to meet you. It's too formal? Oh, kind of like a business meeting. You want me to get you a drink?
I thought he was a very good-looking man. He was fun. A little bit of the bad boy thing going on, and I liked that. I was attracted to him, and we just had good times.
Tiffany and Matt start dating.
We were always together.
And within a month, are seeing each other exclusively.
Oh, shit. Hey, hey, Mom. This here's Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany, I'm so glad to meet you.
Oh, I liked her. She had a bubbly personality. She was very sweet.
Aren't you gorgeous? You're as cute as a
All right,
bug.
Mom, enough gushing now. We don't want her to think you like her too much now, do we?
Oh, go on.
What's for dinner?
Come on in and find
Tiffany was absolutely, completely devoted to him. She absolutely worshipped him.
Matt had finally found him a good woman. I couldn't see a flaw in her.
I was happy because I thought this is surely going to put an end to Elsie flipping and flopping back and forth.
It certainly looks that way. 4 months after meeting each other, Matt and Tiffany become Mr. and Mrs.
They had 2 sons, and they bought a really nice house in Coleman.
Hey, baby, get over here.
Matt was ready to move on with his life.
Hey, neighbor. You gotta come join me and the family.
I mean, it just felt right. And he was very excited and very proud.
This is a lie.
It was wonderful. They were very happy.
You son of a bitch!
Elsie, wait. He was nothing. Really.
But life isn't playing out so prettily for Elsie.
Elsie caught John with another woman, so I guess karma is good. But anyway, her and John got a divorce.
Elsie moves out in 2008, taking Daniel and Sarah with her. She rents a trailer and soon has a new companion of sorts, Tara.
Oh my God, you are crazy. It's in our blood, I thought.
Tara was Elsie's second cousin, and she had lived most of her life in Indiana. She did not really know Elsie that well beforehand.
How'd we not hang out before this?
The 2 women become fast friends.
You're awesome. You know it.
They were very close. She and Tara spent a lot of time together.
But Elsie's new BFF isn't a father figure to her son. With John out of the picture, Elsie reaches out to Matt. Daniel is now 10 years old, and it has been 5 years since he's seen his dad.
Guess who called me? Elsie. Daniel wants to see me. I'm gonna see him this weekend.
Are you sure about this, Matt?
Oh, he was elated because he had missed Daniel always down through the years.
It's horrible to think this when a father's fixing to be reunited with his son, but I knew the trouble was brewing then.
Trouble is brewing, and it's about to reach boiling point.
There was a lot of speculation that there may have been a sexual relationship.
He had a gun, which he kept on the kitchen table just about all the time.
Seven years after Matt and Elsie Allen divorce, Matt is happily married to his second wife, Tiffany. But Elsie is also divorced from her second husband, John. And now she wants Matt to step up as a father figure to their son, Daniel. It's a role he badly wants.
Hi, Dad.
Daniel. Oh, man. Oh, I missed you.
She was wanting to basically put the past behind him and, you know, wanting him to see his son and be in his life and everything.
Come on. I want you to meet Tiffany and the boys.
I was up for it because I wanted that too. You know, I wanted him to be able to have all 3 of his sons.
In the following months, everyone seems to settle into a routine. Daniel spends every other weekend with his dad and his family.
Oh, the Allen boys are on fire today.
I always liked him. He was a good kid.
Look at him go.
They were excited they had an older brother, and he was excited that he had 2 little brothers.
Matt had a storybook life going on. He had a nice house in the suburbs. He had a good wife. He had 2 boys that he loved dearly. He was living the American dream.
But as time wears on, something seems to be eating away at Matt.
What's up, babe?
Just tired of some.
He didn't really want to talk. He was kind of more withdrawn and kind of moody.
And what exactly do you do all day, Tiff?
Little things would kind of aggravate him.
I mean, look at this place.
It was difficult dealing with that because I didn't know why he was feeling that way.
What's going on with you?
And I would try to ask him why, but the more I would ask him, the less he would say. You know, I just wanted us to be happy because we had been extremely happy.
You could just tell their relationship was having trouble. The rumors started coming up that Matt was going by Elsie's to see Daniel, and then at that point, Tiffany, like any other woman, started raising questions.
It's one day, Matt.
I have stuff to do tomorrow.
Things come to a head when a conversation about who is going to wake up with the boys one morning turns into a full-blown argument.
Oh, I love you too, honey.
Whatever.
He actually went to bed mad at me over that. So I was wondering, like, why he was so ill about that. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, you know.
But it is.
I'm leaving.
Are you serious?
He come with his clothes and he moved back home with us. I was never so surprised in my life.
As suddenly as Elsie left Matt 8 years earlier, Matt leaves Tiffany and the kids for Elsie.
Why he would give up his family and the life that they had built together and, you know, the happiness of his family for the type of torture that ultimately I knew that would ensue.
Because she was Elsie and he was Matt, they had so much history between those two.
I thought, oh my Lord, have mercy. How many times is she going to get the chance to destroy our lives?
I think Elsie was looking for some stability in her life, and she knew she could get it with Matt, and she slowly lured him back in under her spell, as I like to say.
I found out about 2 weeks after he left that he was back with Elsie. The first thing I felt, I wasn't even sad. I was extremely angry. He had been lying to me, that he thought that he could just up and leave me.
Oh, that was delicious.
Made with love from my one and only son.
At 30, Matt Allen is twice divorced and living with his parents. His old trailer is still being rented. And when an eviction notice comes through Elsie's door, it's not long before she moves in as well.
Hello! How y'all doing? Let me go show you your rooms, okay? This is gonna be great. Hey, honey.
He said that she said that it would be different this time, that everything had changed.
Hi, Phyllis. Thanks for this.
Well, we didn't really have much of a choice, did we?
She had my grandson. I thought, I can't put him on the street, you know.
It's a tight squeeze. Phyllis, her husband, Matt, Elsie, and the 2 kids.
When I think about Elsie, I think about her being one of those captivating, powerful women who passive men have a hard time tearing themselves away from. And I feel like that's what happened to Matt. Even though he was in this great, stable relationship with Tiffany, Tiffany was sort of this nice, simple girl, and Elsie was, you know, the example of the hard-edged, alluring trouble. And he just had to go back to it, even though it was hurtful for him.
Sometimes when people have a profound disappointment in life, they fixate on that and they fantasize about repairing it, going back and reversing it like it never happened. And here he's getting a chance to do that, and what we've seen is that he doesn't really assert himself very much. But then when he does, it's in an inappropriate way, like upping and leaving his wife, who by all accounts hasn't done anything wrong, to go back and chase his fantasy of reconciliation with Elsie. And so it causes you to have to wonder, well, how might he inappropriately assert himself in the future if things don't go exactly how he wants?
To complicate matters, Elsie's ex-husband John files for custody of his daughter, and Matt loses his sons to Tiffany.
I took him to court and I got full custody of my kids. He knew that there was no point in fighting with me about it. You know, I wasn't trying to be spiteful. I wasn't doing anything out of spite. It was about not wanting them to be in a situation that I knew was going to end up bad.
In August, the struggling family moves back into the recently vacated trailer.
I think that beats our record.
Well, you're on, buckaroo.
Elsie, at that time, drank a lot. I mean, a lot. Of course, Matt drank too. And she didn't twist his arm, don't get me wrong.
Elsie and Matt's rekindled romance is no second honeymoon. Because wherever Elsie goes, Tara follows.
Why is she here?
Every weekend,
How's it going?
Tara would come.
Ooh.
And every time she came, she'd stir up some trouble between Matt and Elsie.
So when we putting baby Matt to bed?
She would always put him down or say something negative about him. Matt did not like Tara, and Tara did not like Matt.
Funny.
It was so plain that Tara wanted so much more out of Elsie than just a cousin family relationship, you know.
There was a lot of speculation that there may have been a sexual relationship.
Whatever the truth, the edges of this love triangle are razor sharp.
That's it.
I said, son, you have made the biggest mistake you've ever made in your life.
She come in and just tore that family apart brick by brick.
Matt Allen and Elsie Wells move back in together 8 years after their divorce. But this time, they bring a lot more baggage, including Elsie's good friend, Tara.
She was always there, and they could never do anything as a family without her.
Hey.
Tara treated Matt like a rival.
Matt here? Yeah, he's here. Oh.
She sort of acted like a jealous spouse.
More or less, anytime Tara was around, she and Elsie would really bully Matt.
Elsie doesn't seem to be concerned about the rumors of something inappropriate between she and Tara any more than she was concerned earlier about the rumors of something inappropriate between she and John. And I think that what that suggests is that she really wasn't very serious about having a good, healthy relationship with Matt either time.
Being that there are rumors about Tara and Elsie, one might ask why Matt would go back. And my answer for that is clearly whatever blinders he was wearing in phase 1 of their relationship, he's got them back on again. It's really beginning to look like Matt suffers from low self-esteem and not very much ego strength. He seems willing to be in situations where he's treated badly and go back to those situations, and he doesn't seem to have the strength to stand up for himself or to walk away.
Matt! Matt!
John says he's gonna stop paying child support for Sarah if I stay with you. And he's gonna fight for full custody.
That's it! Heading there now.
To complicate matters, there's trouble brewing between Matt and Elsie's ex, John.
Hey, a macho man.
And Elsie seems to feed the rivalry on both sides.
Give me a break. Come on.
Elsie would tell Matt something that John had said or did, and then Elsie would just turn around and start taking up for John.
With everything going on, Matt seems to be having some regrets.
He had told me he wished he could have went back in time and just not answered the phone that day that Elsie called.
Don't you think it's a little too early for that?
He didn't want to come out and admit that he was being bullied by two women. Matt was a proud man.
Get the hell out of my house!
Tara, leave.
The more increasingly fed up he got, the more I saw, he's almost there. He's about to just be like, you know what, this is not working.
Matt gets an unexpected reprieve from his turbulent home life.
It's gonna be okay.
But it's not a happy occasion.
You just hold on, okay?
He had a blood clot in each one of his lungs.
Baby.
The blood clots is a scary thing because it can be a fatal thing. He was in the hospital over Thanksgiving.
It really disappointed him having to spend holidays in the hospital.
Matt's released from the hospital and is sent home with heavy-duty painkillers and a long-term prescription for blood thinners.
He was taking a lot of blood thinner, and he was really weak.
But Matt's serious condition doesn't prevent the couple from fighting. One night, Matt calls Mikey, looking for a place to escape.
I had told him, I said, Matt, if you can get to the house, I'll get you some gas. You can get back home. You can just get up here. But he never made it up there.
At 10:45, the telephone rang, and it was Tara.
Yes, hello?
She said, can y'all come out here?
Why? What's wrong?
And she didn't say what was wrong, and she said, hurry, please. I thought, well, what in the world is wrong? So I went out there by myself. I jerked the door open.
Love you.
And I saw him laying there. I said, oh my God. Elsie was close to Matt, and I could hear her saying,
I love you. I love you.
I went to my son and I rubbed his face. And I couldn't get him to respond. There was a lot of blood. I thought he's not gone. He can't be gone.
Matt has been killed by a shotgun blast to the chest.
I'll try to explain that. I was in my house just about ready to go to bed and the phone rang.
January of 2011, was called out to a shooting scene that happened after hours.
My son lying there in a pool of blood.
Everybody in the house at the time of the shooting were separated out, and they were giving statements as I arrived. Tara was in one vehicle, Elsie Thomas was in another vehicle, and they were writing down their statements.
With one body and two statements, a single question remains. Was this an accident?
I tried to save him.
I didn't believe that for 1 second.
Or was it murder?
Something was just very, very fishy.
Matt Allen is dead at the age of 31 from a shotgun wound to the chest.
Present at the house when the incident occurred was Matthew Allen, Elsie Thomas, Tara, who is Elsie's cousin.
The police questioned both his ex-wife, now girlfriend, Elsie Wells Thomas, and her cousin and close friend, Tara Hughes.
Matt was out of control. He hated it when John called her. He hated it.
And he went nuts?
The witnesses were saying that there was an argument that stemmed from a phone call from an ex-husband named John. And then that argument escalated into Mr. Allen being shot.
Elsie tells police how the tragedy unfolded.
Aren't you bored of doing that? I mean, you know what that looks like, right?
Hello? Stop it. I said stop it, John. Just leave it. Just quit it, John. I mean it, okay?
That's it. You tell him I'm moving over there. Right
Just
now.
leave it, okay? I said, don't you dare go over there.
Matt wanted to go to John's house and basically beat him up.
Elsie tried to stop him from leaving, and that just pissed him off more.
You just leave it.
Why are you defending him?
It started out as just a verbal argument, then it got more physical.
He came after me and he started choking me.
He put his hands around her neck.
You're still in love with him, aren't you?
You're joking.
You're still in love with him.
At some point, Tara gets involved in it, trying to separate them.
Off of her! Get away from me! Get off of her!
I tried to stop him, and then he turned on me.
Don't!
He let go of Tara and he was reaching for his gun.
Say your last words.
And so I went into the other room and grabbed my .410 shotgun.
Don't you dare.
And shot him in the chest.
I tried to save him. I tried to save my husband.
That's when Tara calls Phyllis and 911.
Phyllis, you need to come over now. No, hurry up, now!
Tara tells police a similar version of events.
She saved my life.
Elsie said that she was trying to protect her cousin, Tara.
The case is considered self-defense, and Elsie is released. Matt's family is outraged.
Furious, furious, furious.
Please, you've got to help me.
Matt's mom is so upset that she goes to see Pamela Casey, the new prosecutor in town.
I knew how my son was, what kind of person he was, and I knew that he had not hit her or choked her or whatever it was she claimed that he'd done. She was not getting away with it.
Phyllis was confident the first day that she came to see me that this was not a case of self-defense. But I just thought, having prosecuted for many years, that I had a mother that just could not accept the fact that her son had been killed.
Well, I could take a look. Wait a second.
What?
As soon as I saw Matt lying on the floor and the position of the gun, something was just very, very fishy.
Yes, I'd like to order an autopsy for the Matt Allen case.
The gun that Matt had supposedly been threatening Tara with is her first clue.
Here was a man who had blood, had been shot in the chest, blood around his head, blood around the floor, and yet here was this gun lying perfectly as though somebody had just walked up and laid it down in front of him.
Other parts of Elsie's story don't add up either.
Law enforcement did not see any defensive wounds on her that night. She talked about a struggle, but yet when you looked at the pictures, the kitchen was not in a disarray. Phyllis definitely believed that because of his medical condition, that he would not have been able to have put up a fight. Another thing that was stood out in my mind was if Elsie had time to go from one room to another room to get a firearm, then was she really in fear for her life? Instead of trying to take the gun away from him, she chooses to go across the house to get another firearm to come back.
Pamela orders an autopsy and blood spatter tests. And when the results come in, she has her case.
Just quit it! You just gonna sit there? You gonna let him talk to me like that? Some man you are.
Elsie, stop.
I mean, look at you. Can't even stick up for your own wife. Useless.
I believe that she attempted to pick a fight that night between Matt and John and really wanted to see the two of them kind of duke it out.
That's it. I'm on in bed.
And when Matt didn't do as she wanted, she became furious, went to the bedroom, and came back with the shotgun.
Elsie! Elsie, think about what you're doing.
While it's impossible to know the exact sequence of events, Pamela thinks that Matt probably knew what was going to happen and begged for his life.
Just think about what you're doing, okay?
The autopsy and blood spatter analysis support her theory.
Elsie, please think about what you're about to do.
Matt was backed up against the wall. The barrel of the gun was within inches of Matt's body. Generally speaking, with guns being held within inches of their body, they're probably begging not to be shot and killed.
She does not believe Matt threatened Elsie with the gun at all.
She put the gun there to make it look as though Matt had a gun in his hand or was attempting to get a gun when she fired a fatal shot that killed him.
The evidence is presented to the grand jury, and in May 2013, Elsie Wells Thomas is arrested and charged with murder. The verdict, when it comes in, is bittersweet. Elsie is found guilty of manslaughter.
I don't understand why Elsie needed to kill Matt. She really had a great situation set up where she was having her cake and eating it too. And so it just makes me wonder if there's something in this story that we don't know about.
It would be shocking to me if the very first act of violence in Matt and Elsie's relationship was one of them shooting the other with a shotgun. So I would guess that there probably were a number of more minor but progressively escalating incidents of domestic violence in that relationship.
In September 2014, Elsie is ordered to serve a mere 2 years of a 12-year sentence and pay a $10,000 fine.
When the verdict was returned manslaughter, we were all just absolutely heartbroken.
Matt didn't get justice. They didn't get it right. We lost Matt forever. He was my best friend, he was my brother, and life just really, really sucks without him. He was a great guy.
He was a good son. He was a good daddy. He made some bad choices, but nobody on this earth is perfect. But one of the bad choices that he made, he paid for with his life.